In this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loveth not his brother. If he's not doing righteousness, if she's not doing righteousness, they're not of God. See, God doesn't differentiate. God said in the Old Testament, either they're a leper or they're clean. And if they're not clean, they don't go among the clean. And they stood out there and kept them from it. We in the church today, nobody's a leper, nobody's clean. Everybody's a leper, everybody's clean. But God said that's not so. That cannot be so. And then John goes on to identify these two natures in the third chapter, where in the third chapter, in the 7th verse, it says, "Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness he that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil." Now, John goes on and identifies these two natures. He tells us that spirit. Let's look in the 4th chapter, just across the page. This says, "Every spirit," 3rd verse, "that confesseth not that Jesus is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist, whereof we have heard that it should come, and even now already is." So what is he saying if you put the two together? What does confess mean if you put it all together? Confess means he that doeth righteousness is righteous. That's how you identify a child of God. So now he's saying, let me tell you, he that confesseth Christ, how do you confess Christ? By presenting Christ, by doing righteousness, by being a child of God. Now he said, he that does not is the spirit of Antichrist. Once again, that's in me. That other nature is the spirit of Antichrist. Look with me at Revelation now, 13. "And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as if it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there were given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Herein is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. It said that I saw a beast. If you look up what this means, it said a dangerous beast, a dangerous, venomous beast. What I see and what it's talking about is the same thing Jesus was talking about in his day, that John was talking about, is already in the world. It is a beast rising up out of the sea of humanity that will change the image of God. It says that the dragon gives him his power. First John said that those that sin are children of the devil. In the 18th verse, we just read that recognize and understand who the beast is. For the number that identifies him is the number of a man. A man. And it said that out of this humanity would rise up, that was 7 heads, 10 crowns, 10 heads, 10 crowns. One of them would be wounded. The one that it's talking about is the personification that is the Antichrist personified. But what is the Antichrist personified? The Antichrist personified is a man. And what we see in that man is he that is conformed completely to the wrong nature within. It is the same, it is the opposite of God. God said, Christ come, the Christ come as the Spirit of Christ in you, indwells you to conform you to the Spirit of Christ. Also in you is the spirit of Antichrist. Antichrist is the personification of someone that is conformed to the wrong image. What we read is a worship and a religious base. What we just read in the 13th chapter of the book of Revelation. And we read that as some, okay, there's going to be this ugly thing up here and this ugly thing up here, and there's going to be all these evil people and all of these things, but that's not what it's talking about. It is said that there would be another beast that would rise up and that would cause men or compel men or tell men, let's worship the image of the beast. The beast is a man. So it is men rising up and saying, hey, let's worship man. There are preachers all over this nation tonight that are standing in pulpits and they're crying out, hey, let's worship man. God wants you to have everything. One of them said, I am God. We are seeing
Revelation 13 right now.